Hello everybody, this is your boy Mintleaf and welcome to this episode of Reverse 1999 Update 2.7 1987 Cosmic Overture. So this is the newest event to drop in Reverse 1999 and it looks to be a really fun event, and also it will drop one of the strongest characters so far on Global. Anyway, before we jump into the main event, as usual, let's take a look at some of the new things. First, Raw Jukebox will give you Voyager's outfit. This very beautiful skin for Voyager if you buy the collector's edition. In the bank right here, you will get, not this one, two new skins. One is going to be Barcarola's skin and one is going to be Argus's garment, not skin, garment. You will also get a free character selector, 2.7 character selector, and I would recommend Melania. So these guys, where they are, Melania or Pickles or Medicine Pocket. Those are my recommendations because those three are really good. Where's Medicine Pocket? Medicine Pocket is somewhere here that I cannot find right now for some. There she is. And Medicine Pocket. There's also a very important thing to get in Reveries. As you can see, I have not even completed 200. But if you complete 8 missions here, which is not very difficult to do, you just have to clear 50 to 150 meters, and you just need to clear up to 150 meters, which is quite easy, and you have to clear all the first echo stages, which are super easy as well. And you get a free Bounties of Myth. Oh, not this one. Bounties of Myth, which will allow you to immediately raise someone's Euphoria or Lucidity to maximum, which is awesome. I plan to give mine to Medicine Pocket, but we'll see what happens. And also, for the summons, we will have Hissabeth. Hissabeth and Name Day will be the first two new characters. Hissabeth 6-star and Name Day 5-star. In the next chapter, there will be, I believe, not next chapter, like the second half will be Kiperina, and I believe, is Buddy Fairchild this update? I don't know. But Kiperina will be here, and Kiperina is one of the strongest 6-star sustains to date. So if you do have the resources, please pick her up. You can actually ignore Hissabeth. Anyway, you can see right here, this one will allow you to get maximum Lucidity or Euphoria right here. I'm not going to be pulling for Hissabeth, yeah, I won't be pulling for Hissabeth, and I think now that's it. We're going to jump straight into the story, into the trailer, I believe, for 1987 Cosmic Overture. I haven't seen it either, so I'm going to this blind.
Space. Is it really beyond our reach?
We can still save this project. All we need to do is send the monitor into space to collect data as the storm arrives.
Into space? So you mean you want me to become an astronaut?
Are you ever going to tell her the real consequences of the storm?
If this works out, then I guarantee you'll arrive home safe and sound.
You really expect me to sign this application knowing it means you're all going to die?
Miss Hissabeth, I know this storm isn't just some regular natural disaster. It's not just an old building or some candy in a store that will be taken away. It's the place I grew up and all the people I love.
If we determine the storm will inevitably swallow up the stars, then wouldn't it all be pointless?
But if something were to happen, you would be the one to survive. I need you to keep our records.
We believe Voyager 1 will continue to explore the galaxy on and on, traveling into the depths of the universe, carrying with it humanity's spirit of exploration. It is likely to persist longer than life on Earth.
In our short lives, we come up with a lot of questions about the world.
And we have to find the answers for ourselves.
We get to choose what meaning we give to our lives. How beautiful the stars are.
Also, it's really nice that we actually get a Voyager spotlight this time. So Voyager in the background, you see right here. I don't think Buddy Fairchild showing up in this chapter. Oops, wrong chapter. Anyway, 1987 Cosmic Overture. Other than the story, there's also going to be Hissabeth's story at first, Gap Month. Reveries in the Rain, which I just showed earlier. I don't know what this is. I don't know how to even get this. What's it called? This currency. I need to go and find out how. Lucidscape, which is for Limbo. Have I cleared it? I don't think I've cleared it. Damn. That's annoying. I need to go clear it. Friendly Match is the puppet event, which I don't like, but we need to clear it. Anecdote is, I believe, Patutu's Anecdote. When the Alarm Sounds is back, which is really good. Doomsday and the days after, this is probably going to be Kiperina's. And Flight to the Golden City rerun is back. Also, let's take a look at the achievements. Complete the task, easy. Participate in 5 friendly matches for the better medal. This is annoying, but oh well. Gap Month, also very simple. Doomsday and the days after, also very simple. Patutu's Anecdote, very simple, self-explanatory. Rain, what's it called? When the Alarm Sounds, also very fun and also very simple, really. Because generally, when the Alarm Sounds is really nice. It's a really fun and challenging game mode. And what's this? Complete the main story event. Okay. Let's take a look at the store. Again, as always, pick up the signature Psycube. Pick up all of the stuff in this gold area. Unilocks, very precious. Serpent Scepter. These can be skipped if you don't really care about the wilderness. The soundtrack. One soundtrack only. And over here in Send to Tomorrow, this is like second tier. It's like tier 1 and then tier 2 shop. Tier 2 shop, just pick up LF Polarization and the old tickets. I suggest these two. With Cacophony as well if you have extra to spare, and you can just do whatever you would like for the other stuff. Okay, let's just jump straight into the story. As usual, this is the first episode, this is the premiere episode, so we'll only be covering number 1, which just happens to be purely story. So let's start with CO01, How to Find Shelter. The universe is far from innocent.
Take a deep breath and relax. This is my debut. I can't fail. Not now. I have to do this for Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov and everyone in the circus. I must make them proud. Mrs. Kozlov told me that I must guide the air through my body until it finds its balance. Left, right, good. Now, wave to the audience and say hello. Oh no, I can do this. I'm almost there. Я могу справиться с этим. Сначала мне нужно...
There's no absolute direction up there. Up or down depends on the reference you choose.
I think she has the right to know what the storm really is.
We will still need to cross the year 1999.
Alia, come home.
Kiperina. Vitals are stable. Biometrics returning to normal. I'd heard you'd already left. Never thought you'd be back so quickly. It's obvious you care about them. So I'm sure you know what to do when they wake up, Miss Pointer. She hasn't suffered any serious trauma. All that Miss Kiperina here needs is rest. But considering her condition, I recommend she stays here a few days longer for observation.
Thank you. What's the status of the others?
Miss Hissabeth is fine. She was awake earlier. For a few minutes, anyway. She signed a donor card. Managed to get all her other siblings to sign it, too. Not sure what we'd even do with them. That gentleman and that little salamander guy did the same thing when they woke up. Anyway, it's no cause for concern. I've seen my share of lunatics just like them. The real problem is determining treatment. There are so many details to pay attention to when dealing with these special patients. The dosage, their drug resistance. And I'm not a vet, you know? I had to seek out some professional consultation. No offense, but I'm glad you weren't part of this attempt. Otherwise, I might have had to face all of this by myself.
I may not have approved of their taking on this project, but I'm still on the team. If only the Foundation could devise regulations sufficient to control our staff's recklessness with their own lives.
Maybe they should consider controlling access to plasma candy.
Ugh, forget that. Even I can't help exceeding the recommended dosage sometimes.
I'll be reporting to the headquarters of the rehab center next month. I'll let you know their average dosage by then. Anyway, I need to write up a visitor schedule. We have to make sure our patients get enough rest.
How's she doing? I just left the other ward and thought I might drop by.
Hello, Miss Winsong.
Her vitals have stabilized. We're monitoring her recovery, but the initial results are positive. We can't say precisely when she'll wake up, but it shouldn't take more than a week.
Good to hear. I'll be by to visit them from time to time, following the schedule, of course. Let me know if it's too much trouble.
You're welcome to drop by here anytime. The isolation room is soundproof, but do keep it down when you visit the other wards.
Of course. I'm just worried about them, you know. Besides, Vila and August have drowned me in letters asking about the project. More importantly, there's a bond between a teacher and her student.
I understand. I'll check in on the others. If you need any help, press that button to call me. By the way, Miss Pointer, Godspeed to you and your team. A bunch of lunatics working together to reach space. Pretty damn cool, I'd say.
Ditto.
Are you being serious? Do you think it's possible we could succeed?
Listen to yourself. We. Weren't you quitting the team? Your comment on Hissabeth's project. You said it was unrealistic. I don't think you really meant that. But even if you do, why not stay and give them a hand? Their latest ideas for the teleportation disc sound solid to me. This one failure shouldn't be enough to walk away. You've worked with Hissabeth long enough. I'm sure you'd already know if she's pursuing a fool's errand. So, what do you really think?
My thoughts are unimportant. All attempts to talk them out of it have failed. And what's worse, the more forcefully I attempt to dissuade them, the more determined they become.
All right, so lay it on me. Why are they doomed to fail?
I see no reason to expend any energy explaining it.
Whatever. I'll just have to make my own judgments on the matter.
Hissabeth is an excellent researcher, sharp and decisive. On those merits alone, she's earned my trust. My analysis points to a dangerous level of uncertainty in this project. The price of failure, even optimistically, could be much worse than a few days in recovery. There could be more permanent injuries. They could even... My nature compels me to do whatever I can to reduce the danger to our staff. And I want to keep my friends alive. What does it matter if we make it into space and discover whether the storm affects the whole universe? Say that we determine this phenomenon only affects Earth, then what? We can't leave. We don't have the technology to fly off somewhere else. And if instead we determine the storm is indeed universal, and that it will inevitably swallow up the stars, well, then wouldn't it all be pointless? Either way, my calculations are clear. The answer is not worth our lives.
That's how you feel. I get it. So why not tell them?
I've been attempting to find the right time to say it.
Maybe so. Speaking of things to say, I've got some news, and I thought it was better you hear it from me. Laplace has decided to evacuate the spaceport. All staff on site are to be relocated before the end of the month.
Evacuate? Where to? There is critical equipment here that can't be moved in that time frame. Besides, this spaceport was part of our active partnership with the local government. We're moving to our real branch in Plesetsk, aren't we? The one on the edge of the Arctic Circle that's proven immune to the storm. This is our storm emergency plan.
You've got it. All Laplace employees are to spend a week in the care center after reporting to Plesetsk. The local staff will be put on paid vacation, as is usual. Hissabeth was also waiting for the right time. And I guess this is it. Sign this for her, will you? Don't worry, it's not a donor card.
You're asking me to sign this so that my teammates can stay here and die in the storm?
I'm not asking. I'm only delivering it to you. But they know what they're doing here. That's why I want to help.
I need some time. My analysis won't be objective right now.
Sure. Just don't keep your teammates waiting. Our time is short.
Okay, that was a very straightforward first episode. We also kind of saw that alluded to in the trailer. So apparently this event is going to take us to space, and Windsong is back. I was not expecting Windsong to be here at is this LSSC? No, this is, I mean, it feels like it's LSSC, but somewhere. Definitely not the main one we're used to. But anyway, like I said, this is just the premiere episode. This is just one part of many parts. How many parts are there? I don't know. There are 18. So that's not always accurate. Let's also double check here. There are 18, maybe 19, 20, 21, maybe extra 3. That's usually what happens. Anyway, that is it for today's episode of Reverse 1999. Again, it's just the premiere, so stay tuned for the next few episodes where we will dive into the story properly. See you all then. Bye bye, peace out. This has been Mindleaf, YouTube's most skillish gamer. Take care and ciao.